What is up, guys? AHappyIceBear Gaming here. Now, it's weird to be able to see my face, you know, because I never really do my face, like I don't really show my face very often. I did at the very beginning of my channel, but I really don't do it too often now. I kind of wanted to give you guys a quick little tutorial and how to be able to set up all your stuff for, like, if you're using the Elgato capture card, like the normal one, not the HD one. And I'm only doing this for the PS4. I don't know how to do it for the Xbox One or the Xbox 360. I only know how to do it for, you know, the PS4 and the PS3. And I'm not going to show you how to set it up. Like, I'm not going to go through and do all that stuff. There's plenty of other videos out there that you can go and check out if you want to see that. But I will give you a quick tutorial on what all you'll need to be able to do if you want to record your chat, you know, your game chat or whatever, or your party chat on your PlayStation. Now all you'll need to do is go to settings, which all you have to go to do is go to your settings, scroll all the way down to your devices, and after that go to audio devices, and then you would go to the output and output it to TV or AV amplifier. That will allow your capture card to be able to pick up on the audio. Now the one bad part is it will not capture your voice, which I have another way of getting around it. If you have, you know, just a plain old Logitech HD 720 or whatever, really, webcam, all you have to do, if it has like this little flap, like where you can attach it to the back of your computer or whatever, take the flap, put it on your shirt, close it up, because this is what I do for my videos, because it's just a lot better, in a sense. All you would have to do, put it in the flap, close it up, and flip it up. It's just far enough away from your mouth to where it won't give it like a really high pitch whatever, like it won't be really high where it won't like static out or anything like that, but you will have to adjust it a little bit in the settings for the webcam, and you can also adjust the live commentary chat on your Elgato, which that's what I do, and it's very good. That will capture your voice, but now the one problem is, how are you going to be able to capture how are you going to be able to do that and still hear your friends? Because now the chat audio is going to be coming out through your TV then. I have a solution for that as well. All you need is just a pair of headphones. If your TV has a jack to where you can plug in your headphones, once it starts playing through the TV, like this mic here, you won't even need it. You can push it off to the side, do whatever. If you have a pair of headphones that are long enough to where you can sit comfortably in your chair and not have to be like pressed up on it to be able to hear your friends because of the headphones and the length that you have them, all you gotta do is just have a normal black cord, plug it into the side of your TV or wherever your audio jack is, and you can hear your friends from this. Just turn up the volume on your TV and you'll be able to hear your friends. That's what I do. It works for my setup, and it should work for you as well. And then your mic that you're using to capture from won't pick up your friends on the TV. Now, since you don't want to have, you know, the headphones here, you know, you're going to be wearing your headphones, but how are your friends still going to be able to hear you? Because you're going to be using a pair of gaming headphones. All you would have to do then is get about a size of a fan, you know, just a normal height and whatever. About fan height. So about here, where it just sits right next to you. You could take whatever thing that you have that's about this height. It could be anything. It could be a fan or something, whatever you want. Rest it right next to you. Take your gaming headphones, sit them out like this, you know, take the mic, say for example the gaming headphones, you would take the mic, rest it on the side where the mic piece is, and twist out the mic piece so that way you can talk to your friends and adjust it if need be to bring it closer if they're having a hard time hearing you. Because whatever headphones that you're using, they'll still be able, you can still hear them through this, so it won't capture on your mic on the TV. So The mic that you're using to be able to capture your voice won't capture their voice from the TV. You can still hear them from headphones that you have plugged in from the TV then. And I will bring you over to I'll bring you over to my computer and I will show you what I use. Now that you're over to your computer, if you're using Sony Vegas, if you're getting used to the program, this is how I use my editing softwares. So, for example, you're going to want to, go through your clip and find out which, if you're doing like a funny moments video, or if you're doing trolling, or whatever the case may be, if you're goofing off with your friends in Battlefield, this would be the best way to do it. Now, I'm not going to really be playing too much of the audio because I've already gotten most of the gameplay here, but I'll at least give you some examples of what you can be doing. So there's this little volume button here, well, not volume, but little dial here that allows you to mess with the audio settings. So for example, if you're doing like commentary gameplay, so if you want to get the gameplay and bring it over to Sony Vegas and do like the narration here, all you would have to do is lower this down to about, I would say, right in about the negative 19 decibels or 20 or so, maybe even 21, and we'll listen to how this sounds.
No markers, no registration, no nothing. He had 8 health. Yeah, another guy. Damn! He fucking quickscoped me with bullshit iron sights.
Okay, so you were going to want it around that range if you're going to be doing a live commentary thing. So to give you a better example, if you want to have like, a commentary, go through and get gameplay footage where there's no talking. If anyone starts talking, mute them, because you don't want any like interference or someone else trying to listen to whatever that guy's saying instead of you. So try and mute it as much as you can, or try and fix it in Sony Vegas, or cut that person's talking out of the video itself. So not only that, but this is where you can actually insert another audio track, and you see this little red button here. If you click that, it will ask you to be able to go through and put it into another document settings, and this will allow you to be able to do your voice. So you don't want it too high, because you see this yellow where it starts to stretch into the yellow and then into the red, because once it gets up too high, you're going to want to be able to lower it. So you're going to want to lower it by a couple decibels, maybe about 4 to 5, and that will help you. And talk into like a normal room voice. Don't be like screaming and doing all that other stuff, because then that's really going to mess with your audio, and people are going to want to turn down your volume. You don't want people to get irritated with your video by wanting to lower down the volume. Try and keep it consistent. Don't talk too loud, and have fun with it essentially, but just don't be talking very loud into someone's ear. So don't scream, don't do anything like that, just normal. Anyways, so that's it for the audio settings. So we're going to try and delete this audio insert. So now we're back to just the normal track here. So, and another thing, if you watch very closely, hold on, I'm going to grab another video just to give you a better example. Whenever it asks you to do this, say no. Always say no. So we got my throwback video to Call of Duty, so we're gonna skip to about here. So watch the gun. You're gonna see it's gonna be doing some like weird ass ghosting effects where it kinda is like very stuttery. If you see any ghosting, you're not gonna want that. I've learned that from that's a pro tip. I heard it from Drifter. The guy who does all the Call of Duty videos and everything like that, but he also does this little mini series of how to, improve your videos and how to use the Elgato capture card. If you want, go check out his videos. They're really good. That's how I got most of my information, how to use most of the programs. So, anyways, if you see here, there's a lot of like ghosting. You're not going to really want that. See, right there. There's ghosting. So what you're going to want to do is right click, go down to switches, yeah, hold on. You're going to want to right click, click on the video, go down to switches, and you see use project resample mode, disable it. Because now, if we go back and watch any of the video clips here, there won't be any ghosting, it's not going to be using the resample tool anymore. So it'll improve your videos a lot. It will improve your videos a lot, and it will put them in a lot better quality as well. Now, as far as color correction goes, I generally just use one color correction, but I'm going to start branching off and using like other color corrections depending on what it is. But go to secondary colors, and you can add in your own then. But this is my awesome color settings because I just couldn't think of a name for it at the moment. But if you watch over here in this cam here, I'm going to watch over there in the preview settings over there. I will show you what happens when I drop in this color. It makes it a lot more bright. It makes it pop more. It adds a little bit more color to it. And if you want, here are the color settings, or if you want, go over to Drifter's video and try and find it there. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to just do it from there, if you want to watch some of his videos for advice. But here are the settings if you want to get them right here. So we'll watch a little bit of it now. It looks a lot better. You can definitely tell if you go back to where I dropped it before I dropped it in and when I dropped it in, you can see a big difference on how it actually looks. But if you're if you want to do the game commentary, this would be the best option. Drop it down to about the 19 decibels or the 20 decibels and throw in your voice and whatever after that point. Now I'll show you the render settings. We're not going to really render it, but I'll at least show you the settings and everything that you're going to need. So you're going to want to go to main concept AVC/AAC MP4 AVC. This is the best settings, and this is how I get really good quality of videos, but I will warn you, it takes you a while to render. So if you're doing like a half an hour gameplay footage, I would recommend you go find something else to do for a bit, because you're going to be waiting a while. For just about a 8 to 15 minute video, it takes literally 2 to 4 to 5 hours for it to completely render. Now I will say one thing, depending on your PC, it could go faster, it could go slower, it all depends on your PC, but mine takes about 2 to 5 hours depending on the length of the video. And sometimes it will drop a lot lower than that, and it will probably take less time depending on how well your PC is. But I'll show you the customizations. You're going to want the frame size to be 1920 by 1080. You're going to want the profile to be the main, frames per second 30. Allow the source to adjust the frame rate. I don't think you would really need that, but in case, just keep it. Field order, none, non-progressive scan, pixel aspect ratio 1.0, and number of reference frames 2. You don't need that. 2 pass, keep that variable bit rate. And now here's the good part. You're going to want a maximum and an average. Put in these two settings and you'll get really, really good quality out of it. And the number of slices, keep it about 4, but don't render just yet. You're going to want to match your settings. So go to the cogwheel here, best settings, and put it in how it is here onto your thing if you want to get the really good render settings, and it'll work for you that way. Nothing really big in audio. You can change it to this and all that other fun stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to stay up to date, and I will see you guys in the next one.